Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new. I hope you are all well. For today's video I'm joined by my little sister Elise. Hello. And today we're going to be showing you how to bake brownies. This is something completely different from my channel. I've never done anything like this, even way back when I did YouTube. But we've been baking brownies a lot in lockdown.
When you see these ingredients, you're going to be like, how have they not got diabetes?
They're not healthy at all, but they're really good. And well, I think one person asked for it. My friend Tia asked for it. So Tia, this video is just for you. This recipe isn't like actually our own recipe. It's a BBC Good Food one. I'll leave it linked down below. But yeah, just thought I'd do a video showing how we make them because I thought it'd be fun, and we're baking brownies today anyway, so I thought I'd film it. I hope you guys do enjoy the video, and if you want to see how we make our brownies, then keep on watching. So for this recipe you need 3 eggs, 185 grams of unsalted butter. It's in this huge bowl just because this is what we're going to melt it in. 185 grams of chocolate. This adds up to, I think it's 220, but we're just going to use the extra for chocolate chips. 40 grams of cocoa powder, which this actually looks like much more, but I promise you it's not. 85 grams of flour and 270 grams of caster sugar, which is a ridiculous amount. So the first thing I'm going to do is just boil the kettle. That's that background noise, because the first thing that you have to do in this recipe is melt the 185 grams of butter and 185 grams of chocolate over a pan of hot water. So I'm just boiling the kettle to do this. The recipe does say to use dark chocolate, but we just use milk chocolate because, I mean, it works just as good, and I prefer milk chocolate to dark chocolate anyway. Yeah. So I'm just going to open this and break it into the bowl with the butter to melt it. This is really hard to cut.
This is normally my job.
Bloody hell, I should have put this in the microwave. Now I'm just going to break the chocolate into the bowl with the butter. It took me a while to figure that out.
It's a lot of chocolate.
Yeah. It helps if you stir it as it's melting, just because it helps it melt quicker. Also, if you're wondering if these brownies are worth the calories, every single person who has tried these brownies, well, I say every single person, I mean, gave some to my nana and granddad and some of my stepmom's family. They also did the best brownies they've ever eaten. So, it's just starting to melt now. It looks disgusting, to be honest, but I promise you, this mixture, once it's all melted together, actually tastes so nice. Like the first time we made these, we were trying so hard not to just eat it all. So we haven't got any baking paper, so we're just going to do this instead. So this is all pretty much melted now, so we're just going to take it off the heat and leave it to cool down. It's gone a bit weird, I'm not going to lie. It looks like it's starting to curdle, but a lot of the time it does do this. It doesn't really affect the brownies, so. I'm going to break 3 eggs into a bowl. I recommend using your biggest mixing bowl because there's a lot of mix with this. Just tip the 275 grams of caster sugar into the eggs. Just whisk this on a medium heat. Just whisk this on a medium speed for, well, just until it's like double in size. So this mixture of the butter and the chocolate has cooled down now. I'm not gonna lie, it has curdled quite a bit. I'm not sure why. It does it pretty much every single time. I don't know why it does this. It didn't do it the first time we made them, but it does every time now. But it just makes it a little bit harder to mix in, but it doesn't really alter them that much. Like, it still works. What we have to do is we have to pour that mixture into the egg and sugar mixture. So I'm giving it one last whisk. You can't hear me over the whisker. This is what the egg mixture should look like. As you can see, it's like really gotten much bigger, like it's doubled in size, and it's gone really, really light and fluffy. Elise is rinsing the chocolate out of her hair because she just dipped it in there. Oh my god, this is properly curdled. It normally does this to some extent, but not this bad. So if this happens to you, don't worry, because this should hopefully still mix in okay. So now I'm just going to pour this in.
It does look a bit grim really, but
it really does. Now what you do is you use a rubber spatula like this and just fold the chocolate mix in. This is going to be much harder because of how curdled it is, but you just have to take your time doing this. The reason you have to fold it rather than mix it is because it keeps the air in from whisking the eggs. So it has gone quite lumpy because the curdles. It usually isn't this speckled, but I think it should still be fine. This is just like lumps of chocolate, and I've still got to add cocoa powder. It's usually like this colour, but it just doesn't have the lumps. Now you have to sift, I don't know what the word is. Sieve the flour and cocoa powder in, and then fold that in as well, and then just sieve this in. I do it a little bit at a time just because I find it's much easier to mix. And cocoa powder always tends to do this, so just press it with a spoon. Now you just want to do the same technique as with like mixing the chocolate mix into the egg. You have to fold it just because that keeps in as much air from like the whisking the eggs. So it does take quite a while to mix these in. It really does work your arm. Now I'm just going to sieve the rest of the flour and the cocoa powder in.
I'm not very good at this, I'm sorry.
I'm going to add in some honeycomb pieces because there isn't very much chocolate in here. Like, well, there is a lot of chocolate in here, but there isn't very many chocolate pieces. Elise is just mixing, but you can put all kinds of stuff in these. You can put like, we put like Kinder pieces in, like, you know, like the chocolate with like little white bits in, and like Kinder Bueno on the top. That was really good. Or you can just put regular chocolate pieces in, white chocolate pieces. You could even put Oreos in, but we're just using what we have in at home. We just have a little bit of leftover chocolate and some honeycomb, because obviously we're not going to go out to the shops for non-essential stuff at the moment. But yeah, you don't even really need to put anything in them, to be fair. So these are all mixed now. We're just going to put them into the baking tray and put them in to cook. It says put them in for 25 minutes and then just check. We usually put them in for like 35 minutes. I'm just going to smooth it out. Once we made these, and I literally had one half really high and the other side was like really thin, so you have to try and make sure that you spread them out. Now these are all ready to go in the oven, so just going to put them in for, going to put a timer on for 25 minutes and then check them, but they'll probably need about 35 to 40 minutes. So yeah. These are finished out the oven. You know I said once they were lopsided. Yeah, they are this time as well. But I'm just going to leave these to cool down and then slice them, and I'll show you what they look like. Here they are all sliced. I just sprinkled a little bit of ice and sugar over them. I'm really not good at slicing brownies, so please don't judge these. Like, that piece is tiny, that piece is huge. I have to laugh. So sorry if the lighting looks completely different. It is literally pretty much pitch black outside. But here are the brownies. I mean, I've made a bit of a dog's dinner of it by chopping them up because they are so crumbly. Like, maybe leave them for longer than we have to cut them because they're still really hot and they're literally falling apart. But these are the brownies. Don't get me wrong, they're not the most aesthetically pleasing looking brownies, but they taste so good. Excuse my appearance, this is the day after. I've been late in bed watching Netflix all day. Taste test the brownies just because, I mean, imagine if I filmed a video making brownies and they end up tasting like shit. So yeah, we're gonna taste test them.
Can't eat it.
Really good. They're not our best ones, but they're really good.
No, so good. But I think these are probably like the third best.
So yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, then please do give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below. My dogs are running about the garden like little freaks. Here's my dogs, in case you haven't seen them before. This is Albus. This is Luna. If any of you do make these brownies, then let me know. Let me know if you enjoyed them. I mean, I can't exactly take credit because
they're not our
recipe.
It
isn't our recipe, but yeah, they are really good. Oh yeah, and I'll leave. Elise also makes YouTube videos. She's been desperate for me to say this for the whole video. So please, just to shut her up, can you please go and subscribe to her? I'll leave her channel link in the description. I think she's actually posted. I might have to use the picture of the Kinder Bueno brownies for the thumbnail because these, like, no one's going to see these and be like, oh yes, let's watch this.
It's clickbait though, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's the exact same recipe. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, then please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe down below. Like I said, let me know if you do make the brownies. Yeah, let me know if you want more cooking videos like this. I make a really good mac and cheese.
Oh, her mac and cheese is the best.
I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, then like I said, thumbs up, subscribe down below please. And yeah, I'll see you in my next video.
Bye.
Bye.